and welcome to Wasibiani Show, where we listen, empower, and transform. Oprah Winfrey once said that passion is the log that keeps the fire of purpose blazing. And our guest today is a very important and influential woman of this country. Recently was awarded a global award, OSPAS Award it was, right, from United Kingdom. And so apart from that, she's also the CEO of BBI. I know what you're thinking, but it's the Boots and Brains Initiative. She is also an inspector of police, a counselor and a mediator. Karibu sana, Caroline.
Thank you so much.
So tell us, who is Caroline? Who is Caroline and what are you passionate about?
So Caroline is an inspector of police in the National Police Service.
Wow.
And she's a daughter who has been born and raised in Thika. From a humble family, of family that used to give back to the community. My dad, who is late, is a founder of the Good Samaritans in Kenya.
Oh, nice.
He had a school that used to give free education to victims of HIV, orphans and stuff.
Wow.
And it's very funny because by then we were born too, but we were raised with 16 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
The people are called brothers and sisters, and it was a privilege growing, seeing my parents doing community work, and it like really drove me, and I wanted to go to campus, take a course that really dealt with community service, join an NGO. Actually, I just wanted to join the NGO. I just knew what Vision and UN. I wanted to join the UN and help the people out there.
So you're like following the footsteps.
Yes, I just got it from way back, but I'm happy to where I am today.
Wow, congratulations, Caroline.
Thank you so much.
You are also an award winner of a global award. You were just recently awarded. So can you just kindly tell us, what is this award about?
So the award I got is called the OSPAS Award. It's an Outstanding Security Professional Award. It's given to professionals in the security field who come out outstanding, and it was the first time this award got to Kenya, and I was so happy.
So you're the pioneer.
Yes, the pioneers of the awards in Kenya, and I got so elated to get this award. And I didn't get the award alone. I was awarded as the outstanding female profession, but I have people who are my friends who got the award.
From Kenya now?
From Kenya. I got a very hardworking lady called Annette Kimetei who got an award for her security company called Senaka Africa.
Congratulations, Annette.
Yes, and also Safaricom got a slot. They got the award for the best security manager.
Congratulations.
For the manager is one major retired karaoke. Congratulations. And we also had an award for the best training institution where private security training got the award. So I didn't get the award alone, and I'm so happy that OSPAS decided to give these awards to Kenya, and I'm so grateful.
That is so nice of you. I think I would like to be like Caroline when I grow up. So you are also the founder and the CEO of BBI. I know what you're thinking about. Please, it's not that BBI. So can you kindly tell us what is this BBI?
So BBI for us is the Boots and Brains Initiative, where we as volunteers come out and decide to use our brains so that we can help the community better, to give out services the best way that we can. Because if you're kept in a certain capacity and you don't use your brains, of course you don't give out the best. So you're like saying, when we talk about being in a boot, it's a responsibility. If you are a doctor, that's your boot. If you're a teacher, that's your boot. If you're a secretary, that's your boot. So we just like champion and talk about use your brains in your boot to give out services well. So we just want to ensure that when we are serving the community, we look at the holistic part of an individual. You know, you don't just do what you're entitled to do. Do more. Do extra. Get out and do something. Sure. So you are also a mom and a wife. Yes. So how do you really manage to do all these, like to balance your family life and your outside life and your community life? How do you do it? Actually, it's very challenging out here. But for the women, I would want to talk to the women. As you are talking about gender equity, as you're talking about gender equality, as you're talking about spaces for the women, you need to go out there. When you talk about affirmative action, You need to be seen out there. You also need to be to do extra, because you cannot talk about affirmative action while as a woman you're seated.
Yeah.
So I expect to see a lot of women coming out so that we are able to get where we need to be.
Yeah.
It is very challenging. I am a mother. I am a wife. I am a police officer, where you will get
like a woman with a. This is
It is
inspiring.
very hard, and you see, for us, work doesn't have timings. You can be at work anytime. I am a scholar currently doing my PhD.
Wow.
It's hard to get home and you want to write, you want to read, you know. All these things coupled together, you need to put them together and find a way of how you're going to survive.
Sure.
Because there are spaces out there that we need to come out. We need to become outstanding. We need to do something extra.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not very easy for us, but I want to challenge the women that we can do it if we
Sure.
decide to do it.
Women, you can do it if you decide to do it. So, Caroline, you are also, or you said now you are the CEO of BBI, the Boots and Brains Initiative, where you must be the boot. So, can you tell us, do you enroll new members, or how can how can someone be in that initiative?
Okay, so when we actually decided to register the initiative in 2018, we
that's
decided to register it because we needed to see people be consistent in the way they were working out and giving out the community.
Yeah.
And by that time we were targeting professions because we knew there is a space for everyone. But when we started cooking for the street children, we realized that we have a lot of spaces for more volunteers.
Oh, so you cook for street kids too?
Yes.
Wow. So you like feed them?
Yeah, we used to do that on a daily basis after COVID-19. We were getting the street kids because some of the businesses were closed. So it was very hard for these kids to get something to eat. So we were actually cooking for them daily so that we can bring them closer and see how we are going to help these kids. So we started at a number of around 86.
Wow.
But as of now, we were at around 52. So the gap between 52 and 86 shows you that we did a lot of work.
Yeah.
We have kids who were able to go back home. We had kids who were reunited with families. And some were taken out to the system, the children's home. And we actually discourage adding any new member. So because we got them into squads and they would have prefects, like head of every squad, who will make sure that all my members have eaten. So when we brought them food, it was a way of bringing them closer so that we find out how we are going to help them. It was also helpful for me as in charge investigation to tackle the issue of crime, the reduction of crime, because at least I would get every information. I'll go there before we pray to it, and they're like, oh, do you know this and this? The information actually helped us to be able to know what is really happening. And I can attest that security has improved in the area. Yeah.
That is so nice.
Yes.
You can hear Caroline is really, she has a golden heart. Don't forget to follow our conversation via #2wasiliani show, #women in the lead. And so today we are having a very important guest who is a woman and leading in various aspects of life. And so Caroline, as we wind up, you are doing a great things, especially in a men world, like in a male dominated world. You get to interact with men, you get to do a lot of things in the male dominated world. Can you just kindly tell us what are your experiences? What are your experiences when you're dealing with men?
There are things we can't ignore. We have patriarchal levels. When I talk about patriarchal levels, it's because of our cultures that we've come with. And we have also subordination of women, where women were seen over lesser men.
Sure.
But these things are coming slowly. Things are being done. We have affirmative action and we are dealing with it. And I don't feel intimidated. No, I don't. I don't because I believe there's something I can give, the other person can't give. I would just encourage us to come together and help each other. I am so happy that the men have come out to support the women.
Sure.
Because we need to move together. And we must accept that when we talk about gender issues, it's not about the women. No, it's about the women and the men. If you look at the definition of gender, it's not about the women. No. But that is where we go wrong. It's about the characteristic of both genders, which means men are involved, women are involved. When you talk about gender-based violence, where I work, I'll have where GBV is taken to the men,
Yeah,
you know.
sure.
It's not always about the women. So I would really encourage people to have a positive mind about it so that we can be able to move together.
That is very nice of you, Karen. So thank you very much for joining us today. Maybe you can just tell viewers where they can get you, your social media handles and all that.
Okay. We are on Facebook as Boots and Brain Initiative. We are on Instagram as Boots and Brains. Find us there for more information, and welcome so much. You can be our volunteer. Are you a doctor, a nurse, someone who can cook, anything you can give? Come and join us.
So with all this on your plate, how do you relax?
So in my free time, I am a dancer. I love listening to music, and on top of that, I act. I want to thank my director of Theatrics Art Ensemble, Mr. Aliwa, who has brought me to this far. Yeah, thank you so much.
Mahatma Gandhi once said, "You must be the change you want to see in the world." That was Caroline Njogona with us today. Don't forget to follow our conversation via hashtag #TuWasiliane Show, hashtag Women in the Lead. Till next time, goodbye.